Hello and welcome to your interview with Viper Magazine. So it's been a while since we interviewed you. I think it's been a whole 2 years since the last time we spoke to you in our print issue for the Nomad issue, I believe it was. So what have you been working on currently? Like what's happened since then? Do you want to talk to me about a bit about that?
Sure. Ah. All right, yeah. I've been working on my life pretty much, getting everything together, such as this right here. Just focusing on different businesses and expanding my mind, traveling. Spent some time in Tanzania last Christmas, and really just I try to take my time with music because it's so easy to just be in a studio and just keeping busy, if that makes sense, but not really being productive. So I just kind of took a step back and looked at who do I want to be and what message do I want to leave when I'm gone, and what do I want to represent, and not just like be in the studio and like not really be saying anything. Yeah. So just kind of letting life carry me and accomplishing my goals and really thinking about my purpose. And that's really what I've been doing the past 2 years. Okay. And this is probably the first thing that I think represents in full, close to in full, where my mind has been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know this is a collaboration vinyl with BBC. Thank you. You're doing my job with BBC. So do you want to talk to me a bit about the content of this and like what this is about, how different this is from the stuff that you released? And I know you released a video in the summer. Yeah. Which was shot. Was that shot in Tanzania?
Yeah,
it was. Do you want to? Let's talk about this first, and then we can talk about that.
Let's talk about this. So let's talk about right now. It's the current events project, just in living in the now right now with Billionaire Boys Club. I'm currently on my path to becoming a billionaire, and I just felt like it was a good representation of where my mind has been. So Ross, head designer at BBC Europe, hit me up, he hit me up, I think it was like 18 months ago, and we just built a relationship since then. And I was like riding in the car, and I think I don't know what time it was. I was just like riding in the car, and I was just like, I want to put something out. Like, I'm cool with BBC. I want to put some music out. I dropped 3 songs after I left Tanzania, and I want to present them together in a package, and it just kind of all clicked together. I was like, why don't we do something?
Like a moment of
like, yeah, it was just like, yo, like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah.
you know, so I just saw it all in my mind, and this has been a brand that I've kind of been enthusiastic about since I was a child. Yeah. And obviously the whole like Star Trek Pharrell movement. So for me, it's like a real honor and opportunity to be here, but at the same time, I feel like it's happening at the right time. Okay. So the project is called Current Events. The A side is 3 songs, all self-produced. CUDI BUDDI featuring my friend Drelli. Number 2 is called Wow, which is currently unreleased, and 3 is Sugar. And then the B side is kind of 5 songs from my catalog, or like different moments in my career that I feel like were really special moments. OUTTA featuring Gloss Gang, which was on the project Northern Lights, I think dropped. I'm really bad at dates, like 2016, I want to say.
Yeah, let's just say it is that.
Let's just say that. ENERGIZED is like a newer track that I dropped last winter, the winter of 2018, fall/winter time. Monkey C was on that same project, Northern Lights, which is like a lot of people who follow me, it's a lot of their favorite project. WAVEY featuring Spooky Black, my first song that hit 1 million plays, and that was on the project's Future Memoirs. And then Breakfast, which is just like a personal favorite between me and Ross like that song a lot. I just had to throw that on there. Okay. But like the song is just fire, you know what I mean? The song is just like really, really good. And I recorded that in Minnesota with a local producer. Okay. And so those are the 8 songs, just a quick brief. And the B side is called Yesterday's News, kind of just like that's what I did. And A side is Current Events. This is what I'm doing now.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. Yeah. And I love the design as well. So
yeah, the design's crazy. So
Ross has worked hard on that.
Definitely. So the inside is like very Japanese, Asian-esque inspired. As you look inside here, it looks like it's written in a different language, but really like right here it says WAVEY, if you look closely. You know, like right here it says Breakfast.
You know, if you didn't tell me that, I would have never
They had to tell me. I didn't
Even there, yeah, wow.
Right here,
That's
energized. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where is it? Out of pocket, right here.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty dope. And then you open it up, and it has like the signature like BBC Europe design right here. And then here on this fold right here are the lyrics to each of the songs. So yeah, all the lyrics to the songs here. And then you pull it out, and here is the pink vinyl, A side, B side. Feel me?
I love the detail. I really do like the detail in it, and it looks like a lot of time and consideration.
Exactly.
Not just in terms of the physical content
Right.
and how things look, but the actual the content inside of it.
Inside of it,
like,
yeah. So I mean, if you think about it, this project really took like years to make because it's like a lot of moments, like I said, throughout my career, and this is like kind of the culmination of them. And I feel like even this project and how things happen is the same thing. It represents that. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. You mentioned about spending some time in Tanzania.
Yeah, I was the first person in my family to be born outside of Africa.
Okay.
So my mother's side is from Tanzania, my dad's side is from South Africa.
Okay.
And I just was visiting family, to be honest, and it was my first time doing press and like really being out there. I was already visiting family, but really being out there on some like, I'm an artist. Usually I'm going as just me, just visiting family, low key, you know, go to the beach, go to the village, visit my grandmother.
Okay.
But this time, I was like, let me just like spread my music out here. Like these are my people. And I think at the end of the day, everybody wants to feel accepted, especially like where they come from or where their roots are from.
Yeah.
And for me, is just like a human being, I just wanted to know that I could touch people from where my roots are, and it was just a really cool experience.
And do you feel like you accomplished that, I guess? Like, do you feel like you were able to connect and stuff? Okay.
Yeah, it was really nice. I was able to connect, and then luckily it helped a lot that Swahili is my first language to when I was doing interviews and stuff like that. It
I feel like that's a privilege, because not a lot of people, I feel like lots of people move and they lose a lot of really key bits of their heritage.
Yeah.
So that's really nice.
Yeah, so it was really cool. I shot 2 videos with, the director's name was Nicholas.
Okay.
And he shoots a lot of the pop and artist videos out there. The songs are for early, which I wanted to fit on here, but we just, with vinyl, there's like a time limit. So you have to cut, so we had to like cut a lot of songs we wanted to put on here. Okay. So I really wanted to put early on there. And there's another song called Kwangu with, means like come to me, with this artist named Ginako, who's like really popping out there. So I got to connect. I actually made this and recorded that song out there. So I got to connect with like artists from there, producers from there, and
Okay, that's really nice.
Yeah.
So do you hope to go back there to do more work? Or?
Yeah, I'm going back next month.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going back next month.
How long do you think you're going to go for?
Probably at least 2 weeks.
At least 2 weeks.
Yeah, when you make that trip, it's just like...
It's a long trip.
It's a long trip. It's a lot of energy. So you want to get like, you know, really get your energy's worth. And money's worth really too. Okay. So, probably going to do more content, make more music out there. Yeah.
How have things worked since then? And in terms of, for you creatively, and not just how your music... how your music schedule works, but in terms of like your whole creative direction, like the
You know, I've actually always been independent. Like I've never signed a deal, and I'm not to say it's a bad or a good thing, just because like it depends on the artist and your career art. For me personally, I haven't felt like there was an opportunity presented to me that fit the right energy or vibe to like really sign a deal with somebody. Yeah. I will say through the last 2-3 years, my team has changed significantly. So like I kind of just did like, not on purpose, but it was kind of like a clean sweep, but not like, oh yeah, everyone's done. It was just like, it just naturally, that's how things happened. And it's been really refreshing. I just kind of feel like I'm the captain of the ship now. Sometimes when you're the artist and you have people around, they try to control the vision, or they want some sense of control that may be like lacking from their lives. I don't know. But when you have people around that want to enhance what you want to do, it's just a different vibe. Yeah. So I just felt like that's what I wanted. People that could just like enhance what I already wanted to do and kind of like go with the flow that I was putting out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of what you're working on next, I know you've just released this, and you're in. So I know you're out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But what's like?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about next? Like, what's happening?
I
I don't
already
really
know-
like to predict the future, but
I already know. Okay, so my next project is called "I Don't Do This for Money."
Okay.
I just recently like moved back to New York full time, and I just love the energy of the city.
Okay.
And it's very like New York influence. It's very African influence. I feel like the perfect blend of everything I've been doing, because I kind of been like experimenting the past I want to say 2-3 years, and just
Yeah.
like working with different producers and then making Afrobeat music, like literally doing whatever I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been, I guess, trying so hard to be like, yeah, I want to be the biggest artist in the world and I want ABC. I've just been trying to like express myself
Yeah.
and like just be an artist. And I feel like with this project, it's kind of like I've reached a point where I can put everything I've been doing into like one message and a theme and like go with it. So I'm
Yeah.
like really excited about it. I'm thinking like it'll probably be 7 or 8 songs.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just the sounds and the vibes and the messages of everything I've learned and
Okay.
everything I've seen so far.
Okay. Are you self-producing stuff?
I'm self-producing most of it.
Self-producing
Yeah,
most of it.
self-producing. Like,
Okay.
I don't like to just be like, oh, I produce everything just to say it because it sounds cool. I genuinely
Yeah.
think like the music that I've self-produced hits the hardest, and
Okay.
I think it hits people in the heart the hardest. And at the end of the day, that's what I make music for, is to like make people feel better. You
Yeah.
know, so if like that's what makes people feel better, I'll do that. So there's some songs on it that I think I want to put on it that other producers have produced, just because I think these are gonna hit hard. But I want to
Okay.
say like 90% of it is gonna be self-produced.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then in terms of the artists, are there any artists? I know probably maybe stuff with your collective, or are you gonna
It's like-
release any more?
It's like,
If you can say, you don't
It-
have to say.
yeah, I don't want to say everything,
Okay.
but I
And
like
it's nice to surprise people.
yeah, like I don't want to say everything, but I like to work with artists I already have a relationship with. I'll say that, or people that I'm actually cool with in real life, just because I feel like you can hear it in the music, and you can see it on video, and you can feel it. Like
Yeah.
so, that and then yeah, by then I'm pretty sure I'll have a couple surprises on it too. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm really excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Where can we get this from?
You can get the vinyl here at the flagship store in London at the
Okay.
BBC Ice Cream Europe store, or you can order it off bbcicecream.eu if you're in the UK, if you're in Europe, or you can order it anywhere else in the world off my website, kingdomsworld.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
nice. I don't. Right.
Cool.